Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Certified Digital Tax Accountant Vedant Khalid, and in this video lesson I'm going to teach you how you can fill up the form 1040 for the 2025 tax year. This is the W2, as you can see. So ladies and gentlemen, the employee name is Ruth, taxpayer is Ruth, taxpayer, and then the social security number is, we have, let me see, yeah, this is 30544 0001, 30544 and 0001. Let me put dashes. 305. Okay, leave it. And then city, we have got Memphis, TN. This is city, Memphis, TN, and then the zip code is 38088. If I'm not wrong, sorry, this is one, it's 37501. 37501. Home address is 123 Anywhere Street, 123 Anywhere Street. Okay, the filing withdrawal was in the use for more than half of. Filing a status, single filing status, no. And then dependents, no dependents. In this case, if you have a dependent, you will write their first name, last name, SSN, relationship, dependent one, understand? Check if live with you more than half of 2025, yes, and in the US, understand? So you will check this. Check if full-time student, permanently and totally disabled, child tax credit for other dependents, understand? So you have different okay, so let's come to the income section. We have total amount from form or forms W2 box 1. In this case, we have only one W2 of this taxpayer, which is this, and total box 1 is 26633 26633 26633. We don't consider 0.37. If 0.56 or something, we will say 34, understand? So we are going to round this figure. So this figure is 2633 is the round figure. Okay, so there is no interest and there are no dividends, understand? So this is our, you can say, headlines 1Z, 1A through 1H, 1A through 1H, which is same 26633. And then what we need to do is add lines 1Z. There are no social security, pensions, and other distributions. So which is becomes 26633 is your taxable total income, understand? So adjustment to income from a schedule way, line 26, we don't have any, understand? So what we're going to do is same, we have got this adjusted AGI, this is the same, the AGI is same, understand? We don't have adjustment to income, we don't have anything additional income, or we don't have adjustment to income from schedule 1, understand? Line 8 and line 10, line 8 and line 10 is same. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is 11B. Amount from 11A we are going to uh, same 26633, it's a 11A, same amount. We are going to write this in line B, 11B. So 12A, someone can claim you as a dependent. No, we are going to, you were born before, not, this is not the case. Now you can say 11E, standard deduction or itemized deduction. If your itemized deduction is greater than your standard deduction, so you will write here from schedule A what will be the total amount, right? In this case, schedule A is 0. There is no for example, it is less than, because single merit if you say, so 15,000 from the government, you are receiving the standard deduction 15,750 this year, 2025 year. Understand? So you are going to take, definitely the best choice is going to take standard deduction, because for example, in the itemized deduction schedule A case, your total schedule, because income taxes, you local taxes, state taxes you deduct, and then your state understand, property taxes, so your total is, for example, 5,000. So definitely on schedule A you have 5,000, or in standard edition, which is the government the government is giving you 15,750 deduction, so definitely you're going to take this 15,750, whichever is greater, right? The government is giving you an option, whichever is greater you are going to take it, you can take it. Either you take the standard deduction, which is in this case 15,750, or you take you can say which is schedule A, itemized deduction 5,000. Definitely you're going to take this. So 15,750, you will going to take this. Understand? 12E, you are going to write 15,750 this year. Understand? Because we are it is a single, and merit for single or merit filed separately, we have got 5750. For merit filing jointly or qualifying surviving spouse, we have got 31,500, and for HOH, head of household, we have got 23,625. Understand, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. So 12E, we have got 15,000 standard deduction. We take standard deduction from the government. We have no additional deduction from Schedule 1A. Okay. This is a new Schedule 1A which is introduced this year, this tax year, 13B. Understand? This is a new thing. So we have got Schedule 1A. This is a Schedule 1A. So in addition of Schedule A or standard deduction, we can deduct Schedule 1A things. Understand? The term introduces OBBBA, which is One Big Beautiful Bill Act. In one big beautiful bill act, Trump said that you can deduct more. Right? Schedule 1A. So this is Schedule 1, which is the new thing, new schedule, which is just introduced this year. And part 1, modified, you need to write your MAGI, means modified adjusted gross income. Line 11B, line 11B is this thing, you just write it, and then it's at line 1E to 2E, which is 26633. Same, got it. So if you have no tax on tips, if you have tips, so there is no tax on tips. Understand? According to Schedule 1A, this is for additional deductions. Understand? So there are no, in this case, there are no additional tips. So there is no tax on tips, right? And no tax, part 3 is no tax on overtime. So in this case, there is no overtime. Understand? Car loan interest. In this case, we have car loan interest. So part 4 is no tax on car loan interest. So for example, we have Schedule 1A, total vehicle identification number VN. Okay, applicable only if your spouse, if caution, fill out part 4 only if you or your spouse, if married filing jointly, paid or accrued qualified passenger vehicle loan interest is the total paid in less than amount. Okay, understand. Which is 20,000 for vehicle identification number if more than 2 VIN C instruction. So we have got, in this case, we have got one VIN, vehicle identification number. It is, and 20,000 is the interest, car loan interest, right? So out of 20,000, I can only, in this case, the taxpayer can only reduce 10,000. Understand? Because 10,000 is the limit. Okay. So we have just filled enter 1 lakh or 2 lakh if merit filing. So in this case, we have got 1 lakh. Understand? So in this case, we have got 1 lakh. because this is merit filing single, so that's why we have just this. Okay, so line 27, subtract line 26 from 25. If 0 less, enter the amount from line 24 on line 30. Enter the amount from line 24 to line 30. So this is qualified passenger is. Understand? So 10,000 I can deduct out of 20,000. Understand? This is the limit. Okay. And this is, you can say, a face out, 1 lakh for the single and 2 lakh for the merit filing jointly. Understand? This is a face out, AGI face out. Okay. For part 5, we can also deduct enhanced deduction for seniors. In this case, my client, my taxpayer is not 65 or not above the 65, right? So this is for 65 or above. Understand? So in line 38, at lines 13, 21, 30, and we have got 10,000. Understand? So 10,000. So on form 1040, 1040 SR or 1040 NR, line 13C. So in line 13C, sorry, in line 13, on line 13, additional for schedule A, line 30. So there is no C. Understand, ladies and gentlemen? So this is, I need to line 38, schedule 1A, line 38. Line 38 means 1040 on form 1040, line 13B, 10,000. I need to write 10,000. So I can deduct more, right? 15,750 plus 10,000. I can deduct. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, at lines 12V and 13A and 13B. 12E, 13A, 20B. So 15,750 and it's 25,750. Subtract line 14 from line 11B and 14 from line 11B. Okay. So it means that I need to subtract 26633 minus 26633 minus 25750. 883 it is. This is your taxable. 883 is my taxable income. Understand? I need to give tax on this. So when if I see amount from schedule 2 line 3, I don't have any schedule 2. And then at line 16 and 17, I don't have. So at line 16 and 17, okay. On line 16, I have, you can say, if I go to the tax, that what is the tax on 883? So if I see here, okay, what is the tax? If tax income is 883, what is the tax? What is the tax amount? Like 2025 tax year. We can see the table as well. Understand, ladies and gentlemen? So 883 for 10% is, because we have from $0 to 11,925, we have got 10% at 88. So $88 we have. Understand, ladies and gentlemen? If we go to 1040 and then the tax amount is 83. Why? Because 883, the 10% of 883 is 83. 88 $88. $88 is our tax amount. So amount from schedule to line 3, there is nothing. At line 16 and 17, 88. Child tax credit or credit for other dependents from schedule 8812. In this case, there is no child tax credit, so we are not going to do this. Amount from schedule 3 and line 8, no. At lines 19 and 20, nothing. Subtract line 21 from line 18. Subtract line 21 from line 18. 0 less, enter 0. We don't have 88. Other taxes including self-employment tax from schedule 2 line 21, nothing. So this is our tax. Understand? Okay, now we are going to, this is our total tax 88. Now we are going to see our federal income tax withheld. So when we see our W2, so in this case here 2663. No forms 1099, no other forms. Okay. So when we add lines 25A, so this is the amount 2663. Line 26, estimated tax amount applied, nothing. No earned income credit in this case. Okay. The client is not taking earned income credit. So for the unearned income credit, there is another separate video we have got. Add lines 27 to 663. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So 88, this is our total tax, and the client paid 2,663. Understand, ladies and gentlemen? So in this case, this is our total payment, means the taxpayer already paid this amount. So if line 33 is more than line 24, subtract line 24 from line 33. So 2663 minus 88, 2575. If line 33 is more than, let's subtract line 24 from line 33. This is the amount you overpaid. This is the amount the taxpayer overpaid. Amount of line 34 you want refunded to if form table is a check here. $35A, which is 2575. Routing number, account number. Understand, ladies and gentlemen? Same. Subtract line 33. Understand, ladies and gentlemen? No. So you need to sign here. Date, your occupation, for example, you say teacher.